Hey, where did my truck go? Whoa, that's a little bit undulating. Better. Good morning, everybody. My name is Osa. We are playing Farming Simulator 22 on Glenleathann, and we are just beginning for the morning. Do not need that window open. And we're picking up. It's basically the next day. So I did collect some of the grass in the evening until it got way too dark. And then after that, I came back in first thing this morning and finished off collecting the grass. So it's pretty much taken me 2 hours to collect all the grass and get back to what we're doing here with the maize. We do have to collect the maize. I just remembered I need to set the Zerian on course play to compact the grass silage. So that's going to be easy enough. We'll take this over to dump it in the maize silo and then just run over again, activate the Zerian while we're there. That won't take long. We have, let's see, 13 litres of silage additive in the truck, in the harvester. I don't know if that's enough. Might not be, but okay, we're good with that. And I should pull the tea bag out of my tea. Not exactly the correct way to make tea for British people. Should use a teapot and tea leaves that are great and all sorts of things like that. But I make do with the tea bag and hot water in a cup. Other hints on making tea. Don't microwave the water, it tastes horrible. It tastes much better if you stick it in a kettle. I don't know what it is about microwaved water. Why does it taste worse than just heated water? Okay, we're now back to the farm. So we've still got, as we can see, the rest of the silage field to empty, or the maize field to empty. All the grass is done. See the field in front of us nicely cleared. And an absolute ton of maize in this silo here. Let's try and concentrate and actually back this up in a relatively straight line. There we go. That's better. And it's there. Good. Okay, we'll jump out. Oh, we can even hear my footsteps. We'll start that up. So that's last waypoint, no course. If I jump over here, go there, and I have to recreate the job. So start there, silos there, direction is silo, forward, go, 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 start. Now that should just work because I set that up yesterday. Okay, back that up a little bit more if I can. Let's try and get the silo as filled as we can. I might need to use the wheel loader for this later. But we're at 1,000,000 litres already. Oh, I didn't run into the other one. So the grass we have 1.3 million. Still a good amount. And that's from our 4. I think he's confused because I'm here. We'll leave. I think he's detecting, there's a tractor and cart and I need to wait outside of the silo while they dump. We should now go back to moving class Syrian, 10 miles an hour, he's doing fine. So this week we have the young lads here. He had a thing at school yesterday. Lots of fun. So they had pizza, they had a movie, they had games, and he ended up coming home after 5 o'clock. So we picked him up a little bit late. I had an all-afternoon meeting at the office, so I was planning to go shopping, but unfortunately we didn't finish till about 4:30. And I thought Mrs. Osa was going to need the car to pick the boy up with, as it was. Obviously I didn't know that he had his fun thing at school, so I didn't have to rush home. So I still I don't need to go shopping, but I do want to get a few things that they're actually at the store closer to where my office is. So the fact that I was at the office yesterday, it would have been more convenient to visit the store on the way home, but that wasn't the case. So I've still got to go over there. Although I might split things up and go to a few stores instead of just that one. It was more a case of I need these things this store has, if not all of them, the majority of them. So I can do it in one visit. It might not be the most ideal shop for all the things I want to buy, but it's... And then while I'm there, I'll also get these other things as a special treat because they're the only store in the area that sells them. It's kind of awkward, really. We've got 3 grocery stores that we commonly go to, plus 2 more, which we tend to buy bulk stuff at the 2 more. But of all the things we eat, we can't get all of the things at one grocery store. We tend to have to visit all 3 every month. Because of the brands. Some of the stuff we buy is fairly unique to a single brand, and so if a store doesn't stock that brand, we have to go to one of the other stores. This is the 52,000. Okay, we're good. And done. Okay. Back to the farm. we've got another fact sheet Friday for Farm Sim 25, and I believe there are 2 more Fridays till the game releases. There was the little 3-wheeled sort of Asian truck thing, sort of 300 horsepower pickup. Excuse me, while I run behind you. Then can't remember some of the other stuff. Was there a forage harvester, or was that last week? There was the New Holland tractor and the Case tractor, the bigger Case tractor, Case Puma, and the New Holland 7. However they call that. What do they call that? T7. And they've got the long wheelbase rather than the HD, so I don't know the difference, but there you go. Oh, well, they had the Aprilia dirt bike as well. This load should put us over 1 million. There we go. And then some. Naturally, I'm far enough out. Oh, there he goes. He's waiting on the unloader. Maybe I didn't set him up to... Oh. Wait outside of the bunker. Well, good to know. We could be levelling the bunker while we're unloading. He's doing his thing. I have no way of telling, I don't think, how level or how compacted that is. Now, I am of a fairly strong opinion. I do not want to play on a large field map next season. All of this is taking way too long. The harvesting of the big, huge barley field back there just took an absolute age. This has taken, it will take two full streams. So we're talking about, we only did a 2-hour stream last week, but we're talking about 5 hours to do this, I think. So I don't want to be doing one job in one field for 5 hours. So the plan will be to, at least next season, we're going to pick farms with smaller fields. I might go for something really, not meant disrespectfully, really pokey. So small fields, small streets, small vehicles, small implements, and go with that. It's fun to use the big stuff or work your way up to the big stuff, but it does, I get bored just driving up and down the field doing this. So I'm sure people watching are going to be like, oh, it's more silage day. So we'll put that into consideration for next season. Got an update from one of the model train manufacturers. I had been expecting a rake of freight cars, about 7 freight cars, this quarter. As it was, I got 2 of them. The other 5, they've been delayed until spring or late winter. So they'll be coming Q1 next year. And the locomotive that was scheduled to come Q1 next year won't be here till this time next year. So we're sitting on that at the moment. A minute. Oh. So, unusual Saturday, Mrs. Oates is up, everybody's up, including me. But that's, me's not a surprise. So yes, so the locomotive I ordered last February isn't going to be here till next year, November. Not a problem. It means I don't have to pay for it until then. And it gives me more time to actually get building. Okay. Up there. New PC's going well, I think. Noticed a couple of times we'll tab out of a game, so that might happen. But the game doesn't crash, I just end up on a browser screen or something like that. It's a bit weird. And we are empty, okay. August, September. I can't even remember when we're next due to harvest things. And we also haven't looked at the store sales yet today. Okay, let us reset cruise to about 6 miles an hour. Okay. And right, there we go. So, what's going on at the store? Oh. I don't remember whether that was there. I think we got all the way to there. So there's a new one of those, or an old one of those. 3670, forklift, a wheel thing. I think that's a balance for cultivator. Roland Landini 7. Kubota skid steer. Woo, that's fun. And that has additional weights, which I think bolt there. Yep. Anyway, I don't need one of those. They are cute though. Maybe next season we'll end up with a skid steer rather than telehandler. Although that said, FarmSim25 does have a lot of nice looking new telehandlers, including one that has a a lift on the cab, so you can sit in the cab, raise your point of view, and still see stuff. Okay, this may be the longest roll in the field. Because we're seriously shaving off distance at this end of the field, although we're still adding at the other end. 40,000. I'm trying to think what else has been. Not a lot else been going on. I mean, we had a lot of hecticness the last few weeks with things going on at church, buying a new PC, buying parts for a new PC and assembling it, and just not enough time to do any evening streaming. I did manage to get one episode of Railroader out this week, where we sorted out the deliveries on day 4, or sorted out the arrivals on day 14. We still have to make most of the deliveries, and our new locomotive featured at the end with the hauling home of the coal train, and we've unlocked Alaka town, so at least we have passenger runs that we can make down to Alaka from Whittier. I'm kind of thinking the next thing we do is probably going to be unlock the Silver Line, which is just pay for it. We don't have to do any works trains for that. I do have a coal car on order for Alaka, so I preempted that happening, ordered the car early. Unfortunately, I also needed to fill up the Whittier coal car, and I left that in the middle of the tracks and ended the game, and then slept all night when I re-logged in, so I forgot to put that where it was supposed to be. I also had a log train running down from Connolly, so lots of stuff got delayed. Fortunately, not so much that the sawmill log supply was depleted, but it was a little bit of a mistake. Okay, we'll pull him out of the way, and I'm going to jump over to don't even know where. Him. Oh no, I have to be in the. Oh, it's up to 36. Well, that's going to take a while, I guess. That's fine. 36%. It's one of those jobs. I'm happy that Coursplay's working for that, because I frequently have issues where it's just not going to play ball in the silos, and so I have to do it myself, which takes me away from looking after other things like doing this. Because obviously if I want this field foraged, I have to babysit the forage harvester. We have seen, I think, Clutch and Pharmacop have been doing some previews of Farm Sim 25 with, what did we have? The sort of GPS smart helper thing. The GPS isn't all singing, all dancing that we're used to for, say, the guidance steering mod or the old GPS we had back in Farm Sim 17. but it's sort of adequate, and tying in the worker to it does mean that you've got better control of what workers can do in a field. So you can tell them to do headlands if you want, and you can have them or not do headlands at all. Oh, I'm on your way, am I? That's unfortunate. So yeah, they'll do headlands, but it's strictly, I will do headlands, I will do them first. You can't say do the middle first and then do the headlands last. What you could do is mess around a little bit and maybe set up a course to do headlands and then just tell them not to do the headlands. So they'll do the middle of the field, but then they'll leave you to do the headlands, or you can reset the course and have them do the headlands last. But they'll do the headlands from the outside to the inside, which, if you're doing things like cultivating, you really want to go up and down, and then when you want to go round and round and end up on the outermost part of the field, so you're not compacting soil, you've just churned up. So if you don't mind your workers going headlands first from the outside to the middle and then running the rows after that, I think they'll work quite well.